Best advice you ever received?
A man named Rich told me once in Diamond Bar, I'm in the corner, I'm looking at everybody. Everybody's having dinner and they're at these tables. I pull Rich aside, I said, Rich, give me the one best advice. I want one above everything. And he said, look at everybody here. They're all gonna read just a few books and learn a few quotes, few titles, few stories to tell from the books they read. And once they make 100, $250,000, they're gonna slow down. If you keep out improving these guys consistently, eventually none of these guys will be your competitors. And he was absolutely right. I took self-improvement to a whole different level based on what he told me. It became an obsession, and I noticed, you know what? He was right.
I'm telling you, I read 2,000 business books and I studied topics. So if I chose a topic, I bought 20 books on that topic and I read just that topic, that subject for 2 months. Then I went to the next topic and the next. That's what I did. So some people who want to say the rich people have these special, gifts and all this other stuff, I'm sorry, you just don't want to read books. You'd much rather watch Netflix. So that argument is, I believe anybody can reach their capacity. Sure. Anybody has that shot, but it takes so much freaking work, pain, that not a lot of people want to go through. Don't get me wrong. The number one way you measure somebody that's hungry, very simple. Their sense of urgency. That's simple.
Every morning when you get up, say over and over to yourself, do it now, do it now, do it now. I do it now, do it now. Whenever you have this tendency to procrastinate, program your subconscious mind with this automatic conditioned command, do it now, do it now, do it now.
You wake up, right to work. Immediately your mind is in action.
You give somebody a deadline, they'll accomplish in 2 months what it would take somebody 2 years to do without a deadline. It's that necessity, it's that sense of there's a sword at my back, I've got to get it done. It makes you get things done. I better, change my habits. I've got to get up earlier. I've got to work harder. You need challenges. You need constant challenges in life, or you're going to stagnate. It's just the law of nature.
Do you know that less than 2% of the population have a sense of urgency? And that there's not an example of a successful person anywhere who does not have a sense of urgency? That if you just develop a sense of urgency when somebody gives you a task, you get on it and do it fast, that alone will move you into the top ranks in a very short period of time.
What up, YouTube? It's your boy. I'm back with another fucking video. But today, what we gonna be talking about, this one's gonna be very eye-opening to the people who's on retention, to the people who understand what a lot of people don't understand, right? So the information we get from like retention and shit, we understand the benefits, right? We understand that we get female attraction, that we get this mass energy boost, that you want to accomplish your goal. You get all of these motivations, you get mad energy, you just want to accomplish everything that you want. You get all of this, your testosterone goes up. We know this information, right? So within our community of NoFap, semen retention, right? If you try to explain just something subtle as holding your seed will make you great to a regular bot human being, they will never understand it. They don't get the information. They don't care to understand it, right? Your average guy, right? When they're fucking or they're having sex, right? For instance, they'll think you're weird for not wanting to bust with a girl, right? Because I don't want to bust when I'm fucking. There's practices of nutting up the spine and all sorts of things that I'm going to break down for you guys, right? But these guys will never understand the reasoning of why you withhold from sex instead of busting while having sex, right? They won't understand that your seed is valuable. They don't understand that within themselves. So all these people do, right? They lack information about this world and about how things go, right? When I tell you, you can bust, right? You can have an orgasm that's stronger than ejaculating out of your dick. And if you send that energy up your body, that energy, it won't deplete you like how you will be depleted off of ejaculating out of your dick, right? All that is that I know something that you don't know, right? So I don't fault the other human beings for not understanding the information that I know and that I acquired from reading books and shit. I don't fault them for that. But these people will see you as weird and will never understand the things that you see. They'll never understand all of this information within semen retention or NoFap. I don't fault the average human. They don't know what I know. So that's fine. But all I want to really, you got to really analyze and see that all human beings, right? All we do is lack knowledge. That's all it is, right? Take a guy in the crypto aspect, the crypto community and shit, that they make millions of dollars. They know how to do all of these things with crypto and shit, right? All it is that guy knows more about crypto than me. That's all it is. And he's more successful within that field of crypto. For the gym, I took the gym very serious since I was fucking in high school, you understand? So I know a lot about the gym that the average bot doesn't understand. They don't understand about diet. They don't understand about form, about progressive overload, all of this. They go in and just lift a weight, you know, and think they're doing something. So within the field of semen retention, you'll be seen as a little bit more weird, a little bit of outcasted. You tell an average guy that you want to hold your seed and you want to be celibate and you don't want to waste time with a woman, they'll think you're gay. They'll think you're like weird. You understand? They don't understand what you know. They don't get that. They wouldn't even fathom to understand the things and the power of semen retention and how you can become a great human being with on semen retention. They won't understand that. So I don't fault the average human, but they will come for you and they will say you are weird. They will say that you are different, right? Because I know all of this information that the average person doesn't get, right? In the beginning of this video, I left my favorite businessman. That's one of my favorite businessmen because of the effort that he put towards his business day in and day out and the mindset that he understood about this life shit. He was just like me. He was just a lame just like me when he was 19 years old. He didn't understand what he was going to do. And he started really grinding and acquiring a lot of knowledge and reading books reading thousands of books like he explained. He read so many books throughout his years that you have to understand, right? You need to search for knowledge in different aspects of life. This is why reading is essential to become a great human being. Because just like semen retention, you found this information that these other people don't know about. So there is hundreds of fields and thousands of fields where there's information just waiting for you to acquire it, and you know more about that, right? About the human body, about the brain, all sorts of things, about diet, how to get testosterone, whatever field you are in and that you want to learn about, go learn about it, right? For example, I would like to talk to you guys about the fucking ism, the game about how ism works, right? That is so fascinating that, like, to me, I don't care about what's right, morally right to other people. I don't give a fuck. It's fascinating for me to understand that a man can get a woman to go in the streets, fuck other guys, and bring him that money. That is fucking next level crazy, right? The average human doesn't know about the ism and the dynamics and, you know, how women work and how men work. This guy knows all about women in his field. He has 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 girls working for him, doing this and bringing him the bread. That's fucking game. That's next level. So I want to know, right? For instance, if you want to know about basketball, you will study MJ. If you want to know about boxing, you will study Mike Tyson. If you want to know about women, who's greater than the average guy about women? The fucking pimp. So I'm learning from the pimp and how he maneuvers. He says, don't think with your dick, think with your brain. All right, I understand. I got you. And there's a lot of other game that I can learn from these people, so I'm going to learn from it. I don't care if it's morally right or if it's morally wrong. I don't give a fuck what it is. He knows something I don't know about women, so I'm going to go to him. If I want to learn about crypto, I want to learn about the best guy in the crypto business because he knows something that I don't know. You understand? And all you do is take the information and apply it to your life, and you will grow. That's all it is. As long as you know this information about ism, about the girls, the men and women dynamics, you know more than the average bot. Yo, fuck out of here. You know more than the average bot. You know what I'm saying? So, in this aspect, people will see you as weird for being on semen retention, right? I don't know about y'all, but like I'll be telling my homies about like semen retention or even the ism about how the game works or just like even the practices, right? They thought I was absolutely nuts when I opened their eyes to this shit, right? Because when you gain a lot of knowledge, you kind of want to generally share it to people, but these regular humans won't understand. Even your homies, they won't understand this shit, right? So I'm telling them like, yo, bro, because we be talking about women and shit. We be talking about bitches on the phone calls and shit like that. We be having, you know, we just talk our shit on the FaceTime calls, you know. It's like back into high school or like the lobbies back in like Call of Duty or like NBA 2K where you in the Xbox Live parties with your homies and you guys are just talking y'all shit. That's basically what it is when we on the phone calls and shit. So we in a group call and shit, and I'm like, yo, bro, and we talking about bitches and shit, right? So they talking about like, you know, how many like nuts they busted and shit like that, you know, kind of thing where they like, damn, bro, I've been running it up, man. We call it catching a buck. Like, I'll catch a buck on a bitch, like, you know what I'm saying? So They like, man, I caught like $3-4 last night. I'm like, damn, God, for real? You really did that? He like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, bro. So I opened their eyes. I'm like, yo, bro, you don't even got to do that, right? Like, you can nut up your body. Then that's what I do when I fuck these women and shit like that. And he's like, I'm like, yo, you can nut up your body and you won't be depleted. You won't be tired. You won't feel lazy. You won't lose your masculine energy and shit. And they are just like, man, what the fuck is you talking about? You talking some bullshit. Here you go with this fucking monk ass shit and, you know, kind of flaming me up for it. And it's funny because I'm like, damn, if only these people knew this shit. And these my homies. It's like, man, I'm going back and forth with them. I'm like, man, shut your dumb ass up. Y'all just don't understand the shit that I know. And that's all it is. That's all it is. They don't get what I understand, that I've read and I practice within my life. The nutting up the spine shit, that is real. I didn't understand this. The average person only thinks that they're, you know, the busting nut is going like, you know, just busting out of their dick. They don't understand that you can use that energy towards your benefit and put it towards your body into your brain, and you can have orgasms without busting out of your dick and feeling depleted, and your dick will stay hard when you do these orgasms, so you last longer in bed and shit. I'm explaining to them, and they're just like, man, he talking some bullshit. You know, they can't understand this. They won't understand this. And I'm like, damn, that's y'all lost because y'all don't understand. All I did was open your eyes to it. As long as I told you that you can do this and that it's true and I've done it myself, that's all I can do for you. I'm not going to press no information on no one. They just lack knowledge. And these are my brothers, basically, right? They're all the way back home up north, but these are my brothers, and I'm breaking down the game to them. But if you don't want to acquire the game, okay, it will stay within me. That's fine. This is why even just making these videos, I have knowledge that people don't know, and I'm going to share this with you for free right now for free. You know, I need to acquire some bread if I'm going to talk about that fucking ism, real shit. But you know what I'm saying? All it is that people, like, they won't understand what you're saying. So if you tell your friends about, oh, I'm on semen retention, I'm practicing celibacy, or I'm just, you know, I'm not nutting or whatever, I'm, you know, holding my energy within my body, they'll just look at you as weird, as gay. Oh, you're scared of bitches. Oh, you're this, that, and third. I remember this, like, happened when I was younger, and I was telling my friends about this shit, about semen retention. They're like, man, you gay? You scared of bitches? I'm like, bro, I'll get more bitches than you. They come to me right now. You flocking, you trying to go get bitches so bad, but they come to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, bro, you're in a lose-lose situation without you knowing this game, this knowledge. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to go chase a nut whenever they can. They don't understand that, you know, fucking a bitch is level 1. They won't understand this knowledge, this game of the ism. They don't understand that fucking a bitch is level 1. They think that's the end goal. They think, oh, I fuck this bitch. I'm player. I keep it cool. I'm lit. No. No, that's not how it goes. That's not how it really goes. You know what I'm saying? You get the bitch to do something for you, cook clean, give you some bread, give you some time, all of that. You know, that's the next level. Yeah, the bitch doing something for you. You're not doing everything in the world, buying her all of these, you know, purses and buying her food and doing all of this extra shit. When she's doing that for you, then you can understand that there's a dynamic that the average human being doesn't get, and the superior one does. The pimp, the ism, that is the superior guy when it comes to women. If you want to learn something, go learn it. Right now, I'm learning about the ism, and I'm going to teach y'all everything y'all need to know and shit like that. But there's going to be a fee for that. No funny shit. But because the game's supposed to be sold and not told. But that knowledge that I want to seek is within, you know, I want to get better with women and take my game with women to the next level. So I'm going to learn from the pimp. I'm not going to learn from the average simp who has no bitches with him or even gets a woman. Why would I learn from him? Why would I take advice? Oh, man, you got to take her out to this place. You got to go do this. Nah, I'm going to learn from the pimp. I don't fuck with this simp-ass lame fucking no-brain-ass dude is telling me. I'm going to learn from the pimp. That's like, you know what I'm saying? If Mike Tyson's right here teaching me how to fight, I'm going to learn from him. I'm not going to learn from the average bot. You know, your uncle who's telling you, nah, you throw your right hand. Like, these people are so arrogant. They'll call me arrogant and such, like, dickheads. Like, they'll call me a dickhead, everything. If Mike Tyson was right here and taught them how to, like, throw a right hand, they'd be like, nah, that's not how you do it. And they would try to teach Mike Tyson how to fight. This is how arrogant most people are, right? Like, I'll be watching my fights, like the fight with, like, you know, boxing fights with my family and shit. They like, nah, this is how you supposed to do that. No, he's gassed out. He's tired. He's this, that. This fat fucking 30-year-old, it doesn't even do nothing with his life. Yeah, this is not back in my day. I was doing this. Yeah, I bet you was, you fucking pussy. I bet you was, right? They'll come and tell Mike Tyson how to fight and not shut up and learn. They won't do that. They won't learn because they think they know everything. I will learn anything from anyone. depending that source, right? I'll go up to a crackhead, ask him how he got into this position, and acquire knowledge from this bot. Like he's telling me like, nah, bro, don't do coke, don't do motherfucking heroin, whatever the fuck. All right, cool, I understand. Now I ain't gonna do no heroin because I'm gonna end up like him. That's acquiring knowledge from that person. You can acquire knowledge from a lot of people, but if you're broke teaching me how to make money, why would I listen to this fucking dickhead? Tell me. You tell me why I'm gonna listen to some brokey mom or dad or whatever the fuck, any parents, or whoever is in your life teach me about bread. Why? They're not in the position of making thousands of dollars a month. They don't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? The people who are always trying to teach you something, like, look in and scan their badges. Do you want to be like them? No, I don't want to be like you. All right, I'm gonna keep it moving. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you could acquire knowledge within that person, but depending different subjects. So that's what I'm saying. On semen retention, you tell anyone around your way that you're going to be on a 6-month streak of not fucking or holding your seed, they're gonna look at you as weird because they don't know what you know. It's as simple as that. It doesn't need to be as deep as like, oh, I do this, that for semen retention and all of this. No, you don't even have to explain it to them because they don't know the information. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to bring the information, but the bot won't understand. So when I talk about the subconscious mind, I've learned that. Talking about goals and how to like structure your life to get better in your life, I've done it. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. I'm learning from the legends, the greats of what they do, their morning routine. So I take their morning routine and implement it into my life. You know what I'm saying? Their diet. I understand there's certain ways in that my body's a fucking, like, it's like a car. So if I fuel it up with good gas, that shit's gonna run better. You know what I'm saying? It's going to do a lot of different things. So I'll have more energy. Doing all the things that's going to lead me to be great. Read books, all of that. Acquire the knowledge. Just like you acquired the knowledge from fucking semen retention, whether that's from watching podcasts or watching people like me on semen retention subjects, right? Learning a lot more about this life. I was learning about the law of attraction. I was learning about the subconscious mind. I was reading a lot about, manifesting and shit like that. That shit is so interesting. But I'm acquiring the knowledge that don't nobody know about. These bots don't pick up a book. They don't even watch. What they're watching on YouTube is like what I was watching when I was like fucking 15 years old. You understand? I don't even want to take it for granted because I hear all of the greats. They're like, man, I wish I understood this knowledge when I was younger and applied it. So I'm listening to him like, yeah, I'm 20 years old. I need to take my shit to the next level. If I keep listening to him and all the game that he's spinning, I'm taking his game and putting it in my arsenal, I'm only going to continuously grow. That's the only answer. Unless you just listen and you don't do nothing within your life and you don't apply it. But I don't even believe that. I believe if you listen and you read a lot of these books, you're going to start taking action because it's in your subconscious mind. If your book, like how, for most people, I'd say go read the fucking Think and Grow Rich book by Napoleon Hill. It teaches you about semen retention, but it also teaches you in the beginning of the book of how to write down your goals and the purpose of writing down your goals and saying it out loud so it could be in your mind so that when you're like in the shower or like you're taking a shit, you're there like, yo, I need to plan some videos so I can, get lit off YouTube. That is exactly what I was thinking. Like, I was like, yo, I got to work hard on my goals, on retention, and on my YouTube and all of these things that I have going on because it's in my mind now. I remember, let me tell you a quick story, bro. I smoked weed this was like 2-3 months ago, but I never forgot the story, right? So I'm getting out of work, right? Tired as shit for some reason this day. I'm tired than a motherfucker. I'm like, bro, I'm about to go take a nap. I don't give a fuck what's happening, right? But then I like opened up my little thing, right? And I remember I had like a gram in this bitch. So I'm like, man, I might as well just smoke and go to sleep real quick, right? This is how powerful your mind can be, bro. I'm telling y'all, right? So I'm tired as shit. I'm about to go to sleep. But I'm like, all right, let me roll up. So I roll up, start smoking. I'll smoke that shit to the face. I'll smoke it all the way by myself. I'm high as fuck in this car right here. And out of nowhere, my mind just like, yo, stop being a bitch and go to the gym. Right? So it's the battle of Patrick versus Patrick, right? This side's telling me, go to hit the fucking gym because this is what we do. And this side's like, man, just go to sleep, bro. Like, yo, it's all right, go to sleep real quick. And my body and my mind is just like, no, bro, go to the fucking gym. Fuck if you tired, go hit the fucking gym. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm sitting here like, what the fuck is going on? One side's telling me go hit the gym. This side's like, nah, go to sleep, bro. You'll be all right. Rest day, whatever the fuck. And it was a rest day. I was like, my mind and my body has been so structured to hit the gym at this certain time. It's like, nah, we're going to the gym. So I put on my music. I'm high as shit. I'm happy, but I look tired as fuck. I'm like fried, you feel me? I'm high as hell, like, and I go into the gym, right? I'm listening to my music. I'm happy. I'm type lit, but I'm tired too at the same time. But I'm not even that much tired anymore because my mind is like, yeah, we gonna go hit the gym. We about to get some energy and shit. So I drink a little cup of coffee and I'm out to the gym. And one of my homies is there that I always hit the gym with, right? He over there. I'm in that bitch. I'm just changing. I'm listening to my music. I'm dumping. I'm like, damn, this shit hard. Like, I'm listening to my music. You know what the fuck? I'm in that bitch doing what I'm supposed to do, right? And I was just training boxing today since it was like, I was like, yo, you go train boxing. So we'll go hit the bag. We'll do some jump rope, shadow boxing, and then hit the bag, and then do the speed bag, and we out, right? So I was there for like an hour 30 per. And the funny part is, this was one of the best workouts I've had in a long time prior, right? So one of my homies there, he looking at me like, damn, you high as hell. I'm like, word, I'm fried right now, bro. And I'm like, I dab him up. I'm like, man, I'm about to go put in this fucking work. He like, I got you. So I'm in like the boxing little area, right? There's a little boxing area in the gym that I go to. So I'm shadow boxing. You know, I'm literally, it was so funny because I was high as shit, but I was like, okay, we're going to believe that the person in the mirror is another person or another fighter, so I got to fight him. So I'm like straight up really getting some energy out of it. I'm really thinking I'm fighting someone. Like, I'm looking at the mirror, but I'm like, ooh, dodge. You know what I'm saying? Like, guarding myself, really like mixing it up with myself with an imaginary person there. And it was so funny. I just started laughing after like 3-4 rounds. I'm like, yo, this shit got me dying. What the fuck? So then I stopped the shadow boxing. Well, I jumped rope first, and then I did the shadow boxing. So then now it's time for the bag, and I'm still thinking like I'm fighting someone on the bag is someone, but I'm like, oos, you know, dodging, you know, weaving. And I'm loud as shit in there, you know, doing my thing, but I'm punching. I have like endless energy, bro. I'm not tired at all. I'm the exact opposite. I was tired, but now I'm lit. Like, I got mad energy. I'm punching this shit out the bag and everything. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And everyone in that area, you know, they looking at me like I'm crazy because I got like endless energy. I'm not jumping, but I'm like moving my head. I'm moving around the body. I'm pivoting. I'm acting like I'm really fighting someone. And that shit was next level. Like, my body was so accustomed to hitting the gym, it did what it naturally wanted to do. That is the power of the subconscious mind. I know the knowledge now from what this happens of doing something so consistently, you end up liking it whether you want to or not. If I want to become a runner, right? Let me put this in this example. If I want to become a runner and I run every morning for 6 days out of the week, right? First thing I do is get up, you know, drink some water and go run. Put my running shoes on and go run like 3-4 miles, right? And consistently get better. If I do that for like 6 months, it's gonna feel weird me not running. It's gonna feel very weird me not running because it's a consistent habit that I acquired, that I continuously wanted to do every morning. So whether it's raining, I'm running. Whether it's snowing, I'm running. Whatever is happening, or if it's like super snowing or whatever, I'll go to the gym and run a mile, 2 miles there, whatever it is. It's a consistent basis of you doing something, then you end up liking to do what you do. It's like become natural of what you do. So like, for the gym, I didn't like the gym at all when I was younger. But I consistently knew that, yo, if I keep getting stronger, if I keep doing my 100 push-ups, if I keep coming and showing up, I'm going to end up liking it regardless. So I kept doing that even if I didn't want to. So I did that for like 6-7 months straight. And I was like, yo, I love this shit. Like, my mindset is like, okay, we get out of school, we go into the weight room. You know what I'm saying? So I did that instantly all the time. The homies joined me. It was even more fun. So that even out of high school, after a lot of people stopped hitting the gym, I'm like, no, motherfucker, around this time, you hit the gym. So that's why it becomes engraved in you of like, yo, I hit the gym. I really does this. I'm not no bitch-ass dude who gonna stay home and sleep or watch movies and, you know, whatever the fuck. I got to be outside in the lab really working. So that's how I love to do what I did. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing anything about the gym, I still did it. I started acquiring knowledge. I started to get myself to the next level with the gym shit. And it took me endlessly till this day that I still hit the gym. Right after this video, I'm going to go edit. Drink my fucking pre-workout. I just got the C-Bum pre-workout. That shit fire. Put that motherfucking pink Himalayan salt and put some 2 packets of honey. Eat 2 bananas and I'm out to the gym. Leg day. I don't give a fuck if it's leg day. I still got to hit the motherfucking gym. That is the thing about this whole life shit. You can acquire and love to do what you don't like to do. Like reading. Hold on. Before I end this video, reading was the same thing. I didn't like to read. I remember, I think I'll leave a clip of like Patrick Bet-David saying like, I don't like to read, or like, I was like, I did not like to fucking read. Like, I used to think, bro, I remember my mom coming in the room, I'm playing a game and shit. She like, motherfucker, get off the game, this, that, and the third, pick up a book. I'm like, why would I look at her dead serious in her eyes? I'm like, why would I ever pick up a book if I got video games? so fucking gay and virgin-y of me. Like, that was like peak virgin Patrick, no funny shit. Like, fucking, I was like 13 years old, like a virgin. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? But like, I don't mean virgin as like I didn't get no ass, but at the same time I wasn't getting no ass, but it was more so of like such a loser mindset, like, you know what I'm saying, like a fucking dork, like, oh, I will never pick up a book, I'll play video games till I die, like a fucking virgin. So, like even with reading, I didn't like to read until I really started picking up books about the shit that I like. Started picking up books about money. I was like broke. I'm like, yo, how do I get money? I need to acquire knowledge. I'm listening to Andrew Tate. I'm listening to all the millionaires talk about, yo, go read a motherfucking book. Only Andrew Tate don't talk about reading books, but reading books is the only one that like is the only way to really acquire knowledge without paying expensive fees. But the knowledge that you will gain is like everlasting. Like, it's crazy. So you'll gain more knowledge about reading or about money in that aspect. So I'm like, word, I need to keep reading. What else do I like to read? All right, so I started reading about the 48 laws of power. How do humans work, human nature, shit like that. 48 laws of power opened my eyes. I'm like, damn, this shit hard. I remember every night for an hour, I'll turn off my phone, or 2 hours, I'll turn off my phone and read just the 48 laws of power from start to beginning, or start to finish. Every time I was learning some shit, and I'll have my cup of tea, late night tea, so that I'll drink the tea, and it was like the sleepy tea to make me go to sleep while reading. So after each hour, I'll be tired as hell, go to sleep, and repeat for days on end. I remember that. And then the Art of Seduction, my favorite, other than the Think and Grow Rich book, that one, the Art of Seduction, really was my like most entertaining book. I remember reading that from start to finish just because it was entertaining, but I was also learning things about how humans work, how to seduce a bitch, how to get more bitches, basically. I was learning that shit. How do humans work? How to gain more power over this person, this person. Or if they're trying to manipulate me, knowing how to, like, you know, block the manipulation, hit them with a left hook and manipulate them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hit them with their own medicine without humans knowing this information. No one reads, so you will be ahead of every fucking human. It's rare, right? And I'm gonna leave this, I hope I could find this one clip, right? To end off this video. It was this one fucking clip of like Patrick Bet-David, and it was with his dad, right? And his like, someone was watching TV. I think it was his cousin. He was just so into watching like this television show that he was so close, like right here. The TV was right here. He was just like this. And you know what I'm saying? Like, Patrick Bet-David is already like growing. He's like reading so many books that he doesn't care about that TV show, right? And his dad goes, look at the TV. Like, look at him, look how he's watching the TV. If you keep reading those books, you won't be like that. And it hit him where it was like, yeah, like he gained a lot of knowledge, so he won't be like the average bot. But I'd rather be that way where I'm not like in tune. Just imagine like a kid in tune with the TV, like consistently smiling, laughing, ha ha ha, like a little child, like how you were when you were watching SpongeBob. I remember watching SpongeBob, like, oh my God, laughing at every joke and just like, you know, like a fucking child. I'd rather be in the way of like someone that sees it from the outer point of view of like, I could be like that if I wanted to, but I know in my way to get success and getting more knowledge, I won't be seen as normal to the average human. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to know so much more than the average bot that they will look at me as different and weird in a way that like, oh, I don't watch this TV show that's so popular that everyone's watching. I'm actually reading a book on how to gain some motherfucking money. I'd rather be in that way, to learn the knowledge and not give a fuck about no video game or no TV show. This is why, in a way, once the average person, the 90% of people and 90% of men, they're all playing video games, all like, you know, spending time, you know, jerking off or like fucking in the clubs and drinking and all of that, right? They're wasting their time. I'd rather be the guy who goes a separate path and really do learn some game, learn some more knowledge to teach people, really get the fucking knowledge that I need and acquire it and teach other people in this world and become a great man at a younger age. Just like how all of them said, they was like, man, I wish, you know, all the business, millionaire business dudes, they was like, man, I wish I knew this knowledge when I was younger. I wish I was taking that shit, like my life, a lot more serious when I was younger. And I'm in that younger position, so I see that. I'm like, yeah. So by 30, I'm a real one. Like, I'm stamped. Like, I got that stamp. Like, yo, Patrick really came from the mud, and these videos will be recorded. So I'll go back and look at it and be like, yes, this was the destiny. This is what I did in order to become great and inspiring the world to do things that they want to do in order to be great. Things like semen retention. Not a lot of people know about this shit. So As long as you know the information about becoming great, you'll get more discipline, more women, all of this shit with retention. Why not have that in your arsenal and understand that, yes, I acquired this knowledge, but there's a lot more knowledge that I need to get within women or within finances, business. Go search for it. Gain it from podcasts, from reading books, from studying the greats and understanding how to become great. You will become great. Literally, I made that video. Go study the greats and become greater. Go watch that shit. Real fucking game. So yes, you will be seen as different, as weird, because when you learn a lot of knowledge, you know more than the average person. You're not going to think like them. You're not going to move like them. You're not going to look at the bot. You'll look at a bot and just be like, man, this is a fucking bot, and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what's right and what's wrong. You learn a lot of things and how to maneuver. So yes, you will be seen as different. When I tell a guy, like my homies, I told them about nutting up the spine, they couldn't believe it. They was like, bro, he's talking some bullshit. But I'm not talking no bullshit. I'm talking facts that I learned and I acquired, and I did it within myself. So I understand the spiritual practice, and I understand that you get an orgasm more stronger than busting a nut, and you're able to keep your energy. And check this out, your dick doesn't get soft. So your dick stay hard. You're able to go for another hour if you wanted to. This is mind-blowing. They couldn't understand this shit. But I'm like, shit, as long as I know it, I'm good. If you don't want to acquire that knowledge or learn from me or teach, like, if you think I'm bullshit, all right, that's cool. As long as I know this knowledge, that's it. That's all that matters, because all you have is yourself in this world. Not saying I disdain my brothers or my homies. No, never. But if you want to nix me off, like, yo, he talking some bullshit, all right, cool. Keep it moving. As long as I know and acquire this knowledge, that's all that matters. So, yes, you will be seeing this weird. You'll see it as different. And I put that on my strap. Like, yeah, I am different. I'm a 20-year-old who know mad game, more information than the average bot. So I'm going to continuously learn. I'm learning about that motherfucking ism right now. So not a lot of guys will ever understand that. The simp will never understand the position of the pimp. So you can't put two and two together. As long as you the pimp, kind of like pimp mindset, you're going to be good within that woman aspect. If you want to learn about a great within basketball, learn from Kobe, MJ. If you want to learn about boxing, go learn from Mike Tyson. You want to learn about bitches, go learn from the motherfucking pimp. You dig what the fuck I'm saying? They get bitches to give them money, to fuck on other dudes to get them money. How the fuck you not gonna learn from that? How? I don't fuck if it's socially correct. Eat dick, bitch. I'm going to learn. That's all it is. So I love y'all, bro. I'm gonna leave my last video right here for y'all, bro. And please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, bro. And stay yourself, stay 300, and whatever you do in life, trust me, I believe in you, bro.